What's going on, everybody? I'm Kevin from Cigar Prop, and welcome to another update on the lounge build. As you can see, the insulation is going in. Super stoked. This should all be done by tomorrow. And we'll do another video when it's cleaned up a little bit. But I wanted to hop on and make a quick video to address some questions I've been getting about the duct fans, the exhaust fans that I'm using. So many people want to build man caves, cigar lounges on their house, just smoking rooms. Let me pan up here. As you can see, there is one of the duct fans that's the venting coming down way up in the corner there. You can see, you probably can't see, is actually one of the inline duct fans. Maybe through the miracle of magic TV, one will appear on screen so you can see what it looks like. If you've been following me and this journey, you kind of already know what they look like. I showed them to you last week. But a lot of people have been reaching out, why Fantech? Why Fantech? And to be honest with you, they're the only ones that gave me any answers. So about, I don't know, it's probably going back 18 months ago, 2 years ago, when I was building my other studio lounge, I had some questions about what I was going to need, and I really didn't know anything about fans or anything else. So I called my buddy who is an AC guy, and he's like, hey, we install these, a company called Fantech. They do bathroom fans. They do a bunch of exhaust fans. That's who I would go with. He's like, I've never done one to remove smoke from an area like cigar smoke. So I called up Fantech. They got me everything all the part numbers, what I needed. Gave it to my AC guy. He's like, this is what they said, and it's been flawless. When I decided to build, and that was a 100 square foot room. This is 550 square feet. So once again, I reached out to Fantech, and they were absolutely fantastic. Just gave me all the info I needed. I forget the guy I talked to, but he's like, have your contractor call me. If he's got any questions, have your contractor call me. I'm going to remember you as the cigar lounge guy because I've never done this before. But he knew the products. He knew what they were capable of. And so we got a couple of Fantech 8-inch. I'll try and put a link down below of what I got, like the fans. But mainly I'll have you go to Fantech's website. They make inline dryer duct fans. Inline fans for your attached garage if you want to keep like the smell going out or going into your house. Fresh air solutions for musty basements for those of you living up north that has basements. Radon, not really a thing down here in Florida, but it's a thing everywhere else. Solutions for radon. And that was the other reason I really wanted to go with Fantech, because in the future, like no matter what I'll ever need for my house, like Fantech has got me covered. So I absolutely, and this isn't an ad for Fantech. They're not paying me. I just love when I find a company and I can promote it. I don't know how big they are. I don't know how small they are. My AC guy knew them, and that's all he ever used. So they must be a pretty good company. So, the one other thing, where is it? Oh, here it is. So I do have one out of the box. Another thing I loved, he was installing these, and he goes, hey, are you going to put them on a, I forget, I don't even know what these are called, a speed control. And I'm like, what is that? And he goes, the ones that we got here, you can control on how fast they go, basically how hard they suck. And I'm like, that's brilliant. So I hopped on Fantech's website, and they had two of them, and I really didn't understand the difference between the two. So instantly called, spoke with somebody. I'm like, hey, here's the inline duct fan I have. The AC guy's recommending a speed control. I see two on your website, with this part number, and he goes, The only one that'll work with the fan you got is the blah, 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 which is, I don't know, blah, 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 the WC15. And I'm like, all right, cool. And he goes, but let me tell you about the other one in case you ever need it. And he went on to tell me about the other speed controller, the fans that it worked with and what it did. And I'm like, that's pretty awesome. Like, he could have just said, we only have one that works with that fan. That's the one you want. But he didn't. He not only explained exactly what this one does, and he explained what the other one does, what fans it goes with, and what those fans do. So that's a good salesman right there. But he was actually a tech guy. But it did make me appreciate. It made me. That was another reason why I'm glad I chose Fantech. But yeah, so I've got these Vari-Speed fan controllers. So I'll be able to dial it down. I love that when I say infinite control, technically it's infinite if you can move your fingers that much. I'm kind of a semantics guy. So, yeah, it'll be nice because that's one thing that we find in our office now, the office studio. The fan isn't loud at all. People are like, aren't you afraid of how loud that fan's going to be? Have you seen, can we get a view? Oh, it's going to be hard. The insulation we chose in this lounge, it's like this thick. There's no way we're hearing those motors, above, attached to the rafters, above that insulation. But one thing we do hear in the other room, because we got a 4-inch, is when we turn the fans on, we can actually hear the suction of and it's not loud, but I made the mistake of putting it right above my head, so I can't have it on all the time when I'm smoking, because since my microphone's right there, the microphone will actually pick up the sound of the fan sucking. So that's the reason why we didn't, well, it's why we didn't put the same one here. Let me back up. We didn't make the same mistake this time. We have right where the bar is going to be. We made sure not to put that exhaust vent right above us. But if we had, it's nice having the speed control. And I'll have 2 speed controls. Each fan will be on its own network, or its own speed controller. So I can have maybe the one that's furthest away when we're broadcasting live, have that one turned up a little bit higher because there's no way you'll be able to hear it. And then the one closest to us, just turn that down a notch. And like I said, it's where we can't hear it at all. So I'm digging it. I love the company. I love the customer service. I love the tech support. They have been so fantastic over the years. So to bring it all the way back around to the beginning of why I started this video, that's why I chose Fantech. Are there cheaper models from other companies online? Yes, there are. But cheaper is not always, we all know. I don't have to tell you that. Cheaper is not, it's not the way to go. Go with a company that makes a quality product, quality installers, and I don't know. I could go on and on, like I said, but it's not an ad for Fantech. I just wanted to let people know that's the reason why I chose Fantech. Like I said, I'll put a link in the description to the ones I use. You can go on there and look at the CFMs, all the fancy numbers that I don't know anything about, but these two will clear out this 550 square foot room of guys and gals smoking in here rather quickly. I'm guaranteed of that. So, but we'll make a follow-up video when we get these things turned on, fired up, and I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. So, all right, cats and kittens, that's all we got. Once the installation's done, we get this cleaned up, we'll make another follow-up video. And until then, I was going to say stay smoky, but no, we're talking about inline fans. Don't stay smoky with Fantech.